Well, hello everybody. How are you? How are you? My name is Wayne, and you're still watching Inside Fail On. And you know where I am today? I am here at the Pine Gallery on the second floor, the second level at the Maurice M. Pine Public Library because there is a grand opening reception today. And what we're looking at now are some incredible things that are beyond belief. We have paintings, we have costumes, and I'm going to talk with this young lady way over here because I have a feeling she has a lot to do with all this. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Introduce yourself to all the people who you are.
I'm Eva, an artist and costume designer and costume maker.
Well, first of all, welcome to Fail On with your show.
Oh, that's
because
my pleasure.
It's incredible. When I talk about visuals, folks,
Right.
we're going to be taking a little journey together, just walking around and seeing some of these things. But there's so many things that you're involved in. Let me just start a little bit from the beginning, if I may. Mm-hmm. Grew up in Poland?
Yes, born and grew up in Poland with 4 sisters.
Uh-huh.
And father who was an artist.
And I imagine he would have a strong influence on you, didn't he?
Oh, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And not only him, his brother, also an artist.
his brother.
And his sister, also an artist, just like the whole
It's all in
crazy
the
family.
DNA. It's in the family, right?
Yes.
Well, I understand
Runs
we
in the
have
family.
2 different concepts going on here. We have some of your paintings, and we have some of your costumes.
Yes.
Let's start with some of your paintings, because I understand that you involved a lot with landscapes and what we call civilization.
Yes.
People.
Yes.
Give me an example of what we're looking at here. Nice and loud. Stand right next to it.
How you see, if you see this like close up, right? It's just like flowers, nature, my old country, which we love, of course, with like roads and some rivers and lakes. And this is like memories, basically.
What do you mean?
Of my old country. I
Okay.
painted, just like from old photos we brought here to America. So, it's just like I love nature. That's the first thing.
That's a good thing.
Yes, I love our planet, which unfortunately suffer a lot.
Yes, us
lately.
humans don't know how to take care of things, do we?
Right. So I'm trying to show people the beauty of it.
Well, let's stand in front of another one to see more beauty. I'm going to
Sure,
follow
sure,
you.
sure.
I think we have another one down here.
Yeah, this is from series of 4 seasons.
Get stand right in here, please.
Sure.
Okay, tell me about it.
This is from series of 4 seasons. It was summer. Unfortunately, don't have summer anymore. This is autumn. It was also winter and spring we have over there. You see when it's like people working at the fall, at the autumn, digging up the potatoes. And the colors are also like very autumny.
You had a word that describes some of this. Tempera? What did you refer to? What does that mean?
This is very old technique, actually.
Explain, if you don't mind.
It's tempera on a wood, and it was used in actually Renaissance times too.
Yes.
Lots of painters, artists paint on the wood with tempera, which is based on eggs.
Now, is this that way too?
Yes.
This is on wood then?
Yes, this is on
In a sense,
wood.
the wood is the canvas. I could hear that, yes. That's
It's
very
not
true.
canvas. I love wood because it gives you. I mean, canvas is, of course,
That's one way.
also, yeah, one way. But I love wood. It gives you like this touch of something.
Is it oil on wood? by the
No,
way? What
no.
is it?
Tempera. It's a water base,
Water-based, okay.
and you mix it with egg yolks
With
and
egg yolks?
eggs. Yeah, whites.
Can you make an omelet out of that when you're done?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. You see how well we're getting along here? I knew this would be fun.
Oh, sure, of course.
actually-
it's fun. It's the
Step back here,
Sure.
because we have some more back here too.
right. This is the second part of the
The
4
seasons?
seasons. This is spring.
Again,
so you
we're-
see the spring, day and night. I mean, suns and stars are like big symbolic for me, big symbols to put them into my paintings because this is the whole universe which we are involved
Very
in,
good.
right? Our Earth.
Step over here, because then we're going to visit on a few
I'm
more.
sorry, we need to
No, that's fine. Don't worry about that. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I need her help.
All right, now tell me about this.
This is the painting I paint when I read about this pollutions in our rivers. So this is like you see clean river going into the big one which is polluted. This is actually, I took it from New Jersey industrial area.
We have an area in Jersey like that. Yes,
so
we do.
I took some pictures and then tried to, do this my way, because everything I do my way.
There's a song about that, but I believe that's true. And actually, I think it should be that way.
And this is our poor Mother Nature crying over dead bluebird.
In other words, the way us humans kind of destroyed some of Mother Nature's offerings, shall we say?
Yes.
You know what? Follow me over here for a second. There was something else that I noticed that were also just sort of like portraits. Where did I see those? Or not portraits, but here, these things. Stand in here.
Sure.
Now, this is a painting too that you've done?
No, this is not a painting.
This is just a photograph?
You see, this is how I paint on stage.
What do you mean?
I paint on stage with my costumes and with fabrics and with props, which I also make a lot of them. So this is from Midsummer Night Dream.
Oh, wow.
And this one, no, I don't.
We're going to get into the Shakespearean work in a second, because I know that's most of your costumes. But directly behind you, this is
called
beautiful.
fantasy. I mean, this is like parts of different fairy tales. Like this fairy, she's going into this dark, sad city. I mean, it's just like my fantasy, basically.
And I think
you see the dragon coming
and the
from...
unicorn also kind of like complements that idea as well.
Yes, and those are like strange trees with eyes.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you see.
Now, is this the same thing on wood as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite thing?
Because I really like those, you see, like thick layers of paint. And you can do it actually like Van Gogh did it with oil.
We're not like Van Gogh.
No. I'm saying that Van Gogh did like really thick layers of oil paint on
Did
canvas.
you find it now? I know you've done canvas obviously as well as wood.
Yeah, I
is
did.
one more difficult than another? Or is it about the same difficulty as far as the painting, let's say, adhering to the wood or canvas?
It's different, It's a little different.
A little different.
It's just
How?
like I really like to paint with so-called dried brush. So, and then you can just like put layer over layer over layer and just like go through it.
All right, before we move on to some of the costumes, because we have quite a few, a project or a painting like this, how long did it take you to do that? Because I know you just don't sit down and do it. Sometimes you step away and then come back from it a little bit. Does that sometimes happen?
Usually, when people ask me this question, I said, it's like from beginning till infinity. The painting, it's for me at least, and many actually painters, it's never done.
I've heard that.
Always take
Come back
the
to it.
painting and paint more and change it. And
I understand
so
that.
for us, for artists, it's like living thing,
Follow me, because one of the things that one is overwhelmed with when they first come in, and I'm going to take us back to the front as we're doing this, because I think the visual from the front is amazing.
Right.
Okay, now, folks, costumes for the stage, and we certainly have a Shakespearean theme, I think, almost throughout. How did you get from one painting to costumes? I mean, that's an interesting transition.
This is all connected. It's not transition. This is why I put my paintings with the costumes, because I always, like I told you, paint with the fabrics. When I read the play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whole story how I started. I actually started when I was like 5 years old.
Oh, that was
making crazy costumes for my sisters.
Right here. Okay, making crazy costumes for your sister, you
for
said?
my sisters. Just like I had three more. I mean, one older and three younger. So when I got this job with Actor Shakespeare Company, and I started to read Shakespeare, details. Usually you just read, right? And I had to go through details, how to put the clothes, basically, because this was the idea from the beginning, to make the play like it was in 16th century, like it was in Shakespearean times. So I was thinking more about clothes than costumes per se, just
As
like,
well as material to actually be reminiscent of that period of time, I would imagine, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
It would have to be like that.
Yeah, you have to just like do research. So I did a huge research on clothing and Shakespearean theater, etc., etc. And actually, the actors were using their own clothes or clothes which was offered them from like very rich people, like
Is that how that works sometimes?
Yeah.
I heard about that, I know.
leftovers.
Leftover stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I'm reading on here that I believe we're talking about The Winter's Tale.
Yes.
Is that the particular play?
Yes, this is the Winter Tale, which is
Folks, look at the detail. And what outfit am I looking at particular here? It says, whose dress is that?
Hermione.
Hermione's dress.
Yes, she was actually. You're familiar a little bit with
A little.
play. She was wrongly accused about being unfaithful, so she's supposed to die, but she didn't die, of course. You know Shakespeare.
But look at the detail. Now, something like this is so intricate.
Thank you.
I mean, you made all of these, correct?
Yes.
As an example, how long did it take to do something like this? About 2 years or something? Almost, huh?
It actually takes a long time.
I would imagine it does.
But after a while, you just like get used to it.
How can you get used to it? Turn around. Come on over here.
Okay, I want to show you actually.
Okay, show me
this
something else
one.
right here.
Because this one, this is
look at
the
this.
Gertrude from
Hamlet.
Hamlet, last scene when she was,
Before the death
died.
scene?
No, this was for the death scene.
That was for the
actually.
death scene.
Yeah, and I want to show you. This was the hardest thing ever, and I only did it once.
Okay.
Because this is actually done like it was in 16th century. You see this? Just like by hand, making all those
Each
folds.
layers, each of
yes,
those folds?
yes, by hand.
As well as underneath. Yes, I see it.
This took
Around here.
days and days of work.
But it's...
Also, this is very time-consuming, but thanks for books on tapes. I was listening to lots of books and making
This is actually overwhelming. It
yeah,
really is.
I know, but it looks great on stage.
I would imagine it quite does. Take me somewhere else. Let me see another costume.
That's Hamlet.
Oh, let's go over to Hamlet. You come on over here.
He was, brooding, dark person. So we put him in a black all the time. But
What?
the men costumes, the men's clothes at this time was very, very fancy.
During that period of time?
Yes.
Okay.
They were just like crazy about trims, jewelry, everything.
Feather accenting, for example, right?
Yes.
'Cause I can see
lots
that up
of
there.
feathers, etc., etc.
Look
So-
at these full-length ones. What
This
play
is from A Merchant of Venice,
Merchant
and
of
I
Venice.
love
Oh.
this photo because it looks like painting.
I thought it was when I first saw
Right?
it. Now,
Right?
this is
And
over here, correct?
Yes, that's his.
And this is what he's wearing.
Right. And here is a king robe, which we use on many shows.
Right behind me?
there.
Oh, let me see the king
This
robe.
one, yes.
Folks, this is amazing. I want you to know that. I'm going to let you know that.
Do you want to wear it?
I will eventually. Maybe I could get a picture of
Okay.
myself with the crown. Look at this.
Sure. And I made the crown too.
You made the crown also.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. While you're... stand right here, please.
Sure.
Once everybody's fitted, the play is on, and I'm sure you'll watch that.
Of course.
How does that make you feel when you see your costumes bringing the characters to life in a way that's impossible to do without
This is
it?
the most incredible feeling ever. After months of work, hard work, after months of bleeding, because you prick your
A
fingers.
lot of pins and needles, so to
all
speak,
the
right?
time. I did even just like prick myself putting this on. So then you're just like so exhausted. You want to just quit everything, drop everything. And then you see the first show on stage and said, oh my God, it was all worth it.
That's why I like to cover opening receptions.
Yes.
Very rarely do people have an opportunity just to hear the artist talk. And in this particular case, your
So
creations...
not every artist agreed to do it, right? And you forced me to do
Oh,
it.
I just told you have no choice. Sure. You see how we're doing it? How well we're doing this? This is fantastic. But to hear the little nitty-gritties of what it's like to put it together
Right.
is really amazing. And I think
Yes.
that's something that is always really special. How often do you get a chance to really show it off like this? To have a show like this?
Not too often, because we were working, like, we were very busy till a few years ago when, unfortunately, our director, Colette Rice, got sick. And she quit the theater. She went back to California to calmer, quiet and
Yes.
life. And so this is why I can do it, because usually we are so busy, and putting on a show takes months.
Oh, I'm sure.
Even with existing stuff which we have, I always have to add something, like few new costumes, change everything. Like, for example, this
Yes.
one. You see, we did on a site amazing Three
The
Musketeers.
Three Musketeers. Okay.
Yes,
Now what do you have
this
to do
is-
here?
Yeah, this is this was brand new for Three Musketeers. I had to do it. And, but this one, I use after Three Musketeers few times as the Renaissance, but you have to change the sleeves and color. You see, once you add this ruff, I show you, the doublet is almost the same size. And if you work on shoestrings, you have to,
As in small budget?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, right.
Oh, unfortunately, you see, with different sleeves.
So this is how we get different looks
This
from
is Renaissance.
it. So we went from a Three Musketeer concept with a few
Yes.
changes to
Yes.
another, completely another look.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, this period with Louis
We
XIII.
don't want to change the whole display here for everybody to see, because that's going to go back eventually over there, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Let me ask you something.
absolutely.
Is there something that's going to be happening now with these costumes? Are they going to be used for another production soon?
No, we're trying to actually save our theater, looking for a different director, different person who can, just like organize everything back. I mean, we're doing like reading.
You must have a huge closet someplace.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
where's
yeah.
all this stored?
We have
At home or
no.
in the theater somewhere?
We have actually we cooperate with Snyder Academy in Elizabeth.
Okay.
So they sort of rent.
All right, so
us,
these things may have another life soon somewhere.
Yes.
Are you
Oh,
working on something right now that's coming up?
Not
Or you're gonna take a
really,
deep
but
breath for a while?
we're thinking about
Something else?
yeah, putting on Romeo and Juliet soon.
Very good.
So we'll see.
How did you find out about an opportunity of showing
Yeah?
here? Yeah. What brought you to
Actually,
Fairlawn?
It was just like first thing, I am big fan of books.
I would imagine.
When we came to America, we had like one bag of books, one bag of Legos for kids, for my babies,
Okay.
and a little bit of clothes. That's it. So I know actually all libraries around in Bergen and Passaic and everywhere.
Is this one of the first times you're showing in this particular area?
Yeah, in this one too. So when I met Emiliana somehow, we started to talk. I saw the shows here
Yes.
for a few years. And then we started to talk, and when you talk with people, you make connections.
I think this is one of the most unique shows. I've been covering shows here for years.
Thank you.
Seriously, on all grand openings. And yes, I always make people talk to me. It's just what I do.
Right.
But what's lovely about what you're doing is the diversity and the technique
Right.
and how intricate and how beautiful everything is.
Thank
you so
you.
much for letting us see your
Thank
work.
you. My pleasure.
And we want to remind everybody that we're at the opening reception here, and I believe this is going to be here until
Till
February
end
28th.
of February.
February 28th, right?
And I really hope that people will come and enjoy and ask lots of questions.
He always tries to get in my shot, that guy. He always does.
It's okay.
I know it's
That's
okay.
life,
Thank you so much for chatting
Thank
with me
you
for a
so
while,
much.
Eva.
I hope you cut all of it. Just
We're-
leave only the paintings.
Everything that we talked about is fantastic. I'm going to let people
thank you
know
so much.
when it's here. And I believe there might be a way of even reaching out to you to get in touch with you. Do you want
Oh,
to?
absolutely.
Do you have a way of doing that? Do you want to say
I
something
mean,
about that, or should I just get it
it's-
off the flyer later?
I think it's yeah.
It's on the
take
flyer?
From,
I'll take it from the flyer.
Okay.
Thank you. And as they say, to be or not to be. Enjoy your opening reception.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing what you're doing, okay?
Thank you so much, Wayne.
And folks, I'm just going to be walking around. We'll let you
Sure.
know in a little while how long all this is going to be going on. So stay with me as Inside Fail On will continue. All right, folks, we just had a very casual chat with Eva, talking about all the wonderful things that she has here in our show. But if you don't really know something, we had a change here in the Pine Gallery, and this young lady here, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Eva Lachur-Omeljaniuk. I am the Pine Gallery Coordinator here at the Maurice M. Pine Public Library, and we have a wonderful gallery here for upcoming artists or professional artists. It is a professional gallery. We do have an art advisory committee, and I think that this is one of our wonderful shows where we are trying to have a lot of different art and artists coming in. We also actually redid our gallery. We have
That's one of the things I want to say, and I want to say that I've been covering a lot of them, but folks, as we were walking around looking at some of this Renaissance, I want you to notice the floor, which is all brand new, and the walls themselves, right? Isn't that what we changed around?
Yes, we changed the walls. The walls are brand new. They're fabulous. They are movable, so we can.
And this is what we're talking about here. In other words, we could change the layout of the room to fit the next show, let's say,
Yes,
something like that.
dimensions and otherwise. So, we're always looking for great artists. I know Fair Lawn has wonderful creative people in town and also in New Jersey. So, I will, if you have any questions or you'd like to, display some of your art pieces or artwork. Again, my name is Eva Lachur-Omeljaniuk. I'm here at the Pine Gallery in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. My phone number is 201-796-3400, extension 5.
One more time with the phone number.
201-796-3400, extension 5, or you can contact me by email. It's emtuohey@live.com. And thank you.
I've been fortunate enough to actually come to a lot of the productions and openings that you put together over years. You help support art and Fair Lawn tremendously. And this, and I keep on saying it, but this I think is one of the most unique ones. And sometimes there's music shows, sometimes there's poetry readings, there's book signings, there's a lot of other things that are always happening here. Thank you, and I know you have a staff and other people that help you put this all together. Basically, it's you, I know. You put in like 95-hour days all the time. And thank you very much. Go say hi to Eva and welcome to our new show, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, folks, I am going to be walking around. Come visit us here at the Pine Gallery. Her show is running to February 28th. Stay with me. And until we meet again, I'll see you next time inside Fair Lawn.